The largest organ of elimination is the skin. Very large surface area, and it's got lots of little holes called pores in it. Dr. Kellogg, very famous doctor from over 100 years ago, who wrote many, many books on health, he called the pores in the skin millions of little sewers. And of course, what are sewers? They're throwing off waste. So your skin has certain needs for it to be an effective organ of elimination. It needs to breathe. So allow your skin to breathe by being very mindful of the clothes that you put next to your skin. There are many natural fibres we would be aware of: cotton, silk, linen, wool, flax, hemp, bamboo. There's many natural fabrics today, but you might not be aware of 3 natural fabrics that are made from wood pulp. One is rayon, one is tencel, T-E-N-C-I-L, and the other is viscose. Viscose is very popular in many fabrics today. There's actually a 4th, and it's modal, M-O-D-A-L. It's the cellulose spun from the birch. Have you ever looked in the mirror and run your hand over your arm or your neck and felt a sudden sadness? That skin, it doesn't feel like your skin anymore. It feels thin, fragile, like tissue paper that could tear if you're not careful. What if I told you that the solution to this, transforming into skin that feels supple and strong again, wasn't some elusive $300 miracle cream in a fancy jar? What if it was a simple 3-minute ritual you can do right at your own kitchen table with ingredients you probably already have? And listen closely, because this is the most important part. What if the goal wasn't just to cover up the problem for a few hours, leaving you feeling disappointed all over again by noon, but to actually whisper to your body, to your skin, to start repairing itself again, to actually wake up those cells that have been asleep for years? If you're over 50, 60, 70 and beyond, and you feel like your skin has lost its bounce, its glow, its strength, if you're tired of spending a fortune on products that make big promises but leave you with the same crepey skin, please know this: you are not alone in this feeling, not at all. And you are absolutely not without hope. This isn't magic, it's science. Simple, natural science. Stay right here with me. Because today we are putting aside the empty promises and we're diving into a gentle, natural approach that goes right to the root cause of crepey skin. This is about giving your skin exactly what it's been begging for. And it starts in just 3 minutes. Before we start, drop in the comments from where you are watching this video and what health topic you'd like to see in the next video. As a special thank you for joining us today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment about why you want to win my best-selling book. Why does this happen? The science behind crepey skin after 50. And skin is very important. Remember what skin does? We've looked at that in a few other presentations. It breathes, which means it cannot be blocked because it's breathing. And apparently when they painted the model for the James Bond movie Goldfinger, they had to paint the front part of her gold and film it, wash that off and paint the back part gold and then film her, because you can't cover the whole skin or the person will die. It breathes, the skin breathes. So be very mindful to allow your skin to breathe. The skin also throws off waste. Another reason why the skin should be allowed to have as much air and probably play, I suppose, as much as possible. So be careful what you're putting on the skin, because it can inhibit its ability to breathe, and it can also inhibit its ability to throw off waste. And the skin also absorbs. Now, to truly fix a problem, we first have to understand it. It's not enough to just slather something on and hope for the best. When we know why our skin is changing, the solution makes perfect sense. It stops being a mystery and starts being a roadmap. So, let's talk about what's really going on beneath the surface after we turn 50. As we age, several key natural processes in our skin begin to slow down. It's not that anything is necessarily wrong, it's that the engine isn't running at the same speed it used to. Think of it like this. When we were young, our skin was a bustling factory, working 24/7, producing all the materials it needed to stay thick, springy and hydrated. Now, that factory has cut back to a part-time shift. Let's break down exactly what's being produced less. First and most importantly is the depletion of collagen and elastin. These are not just buzzwords you hear in commercials. They are the very foundation of your skin, the scaffolding that holds everything up. Collagen is the protein that gives your skin its plumpness and structure. It's the stuffing on the inside of the cushion that makes it full. Elastin is what gives your skin its snapback quality, its bounce. It's the spring inside the mattress. After 50, our body's natural production of these critical proteins slows down dramatically. We're not just making less, we're also breaking down the existing supply faster. So that scaffolding gets weaker and the skin begins to sag and wrinkle because the underlying support is vanishing. Second, we have the thinning of the epidermis. The epidermis is the outermost layer of your skin, your body's first line of defense. As we get older, this layer literally gets thinner. The cells don't turn over as quickly. This is why a simple bump might cause a bruise now, or why your skin might feel more sensitive to things that never bothered you before. It's simply because that protective barrier is not as thick and resilient as it once was. It's become more vulnerable. This leads directly into the third point, a weakened skin barrier. Your skin has a natural built-in barrier, often called the lipid barrier. Think of it like the mortar between the bricks of a wall. This mortar is made up of essential oils and fatty acids, and its job is crucial. It seals in precious moisture and seals out environmental irritants, pollution and toxins. As we age, the production of this natural mortar declines. The barrier becomes compromised, it develops tiny cracks, and when that happens, moisture evaporates right out of your skin almost as fast as you can put it in. This rapid, constant moisture loss is a primary cause of that dry, crinkled, crepe paper texture. Your skin isn't just dry, it's fundamentally leaky. And finally, we have a lifetime of free radical damage. Now that might sound like a complicated term, but the concept is simple. Free radicals are unstable, damaging molecules created by things like sun exposure, pollution, stress, and even normal metabolism. They're like little Pac-Men, constantly chipping away at your healthy skin cells, breaking down collagen and elastin fibers. Throughout our lives, we accumulate this damage. It's like rust on a car. A little bit of sun here, bit of stress there, it all adds up over decades, and eventually the effects become visible on the surface. Now, you might look at a friend your very same age and think, well, her skin seems so much more resilient than mine. Why is that? While genetics do play a small role, the truth is lifestyle is a huge factor. The speed and severity of these changes aren't the same for everyone. Here's why it can be worse for some of us. The number one accelerator, by far, is sun exposure. Cumulative sun damage is the single biggest external factor. Those years of soaking up the rays without protection break down collagen at an alarming rate and permanently weaken the skin's ability to repair itself. Next is diet. If your diet is low in antioxidants, which fight those free radicals, and healthy fats, which are the building blocks of your skin's lipid barrier, your skin simply doesn't have the raw materials it needs to stay healthy and fight back. Hydration is another huge one. Chronic dehydration doesn't just make you thirsty, it shows up first and foremost in your skin. When you're not drinking enough water, your body pulls it from the skin to support more vital organs, leaving your skin parched and shriveled from the inside out. And of course, smoking and toxins. Smoking severely restricts blood flow, starving the skin of the oxygen and nutrients it needs to thrive. The chemicals in cigarettes directly damage collagen and elastin. It's a double blow. But here is the most important takeaway from all of this science. The one thing I want you to remember, it is never ever too late. Your skin has an incredible memory for health. The moment you start giving it the right support, from the outside in and the inside out, it will begin to respond. It wants to heal, and that is where our solution comes in. The 3-step natural remedy system, the 3-minute fix. So the 4 organs of elimination are important to assess when you're looking at skin diseases. So number 1 organ of elimination is your skin. The skin is an organ of elimination. And so often you will get skin diseases happening because the body's eliminating. Number 2 organ of elimination is your lungs. That's why to help your skin, you must be breathing in fresh air. The 3rd organ of elimination is your kidneys. So make sure you're drinking enough water, because if your kidneys are working well and you're breathing lots of fresh air, it takes a load off the lungs. The 4th organ of elimination is the colon. And if the colon isn't evacuating properly, some of the waste can come out of the skin. Ew. So one of the ways to help the skin is to increase the elimination from lungs, kidneys, and colon. So how can you increase elimination from the colon? Drink lots of water, have a high fibre diet, exercise every day to stimulate blood supply to the colon, make sure you're resting every night, stop the dehydrating foods. And the dehydrating foods, certainly the sugars are dehydrated, but the dehydrators are caffeine, alcohol, drugs, cigarettes. Make sure sun gets on the colon so it works well. Last night I gave you a tea that stimulates the colon to work. So when you stimulate the colon to be evacuating, ideally, twice a day is ideally, once is a must. Make sure you're breathing the fresh air, and drink lots of water, little by little by little. And that can help the lung, that can help the skin. So the skin, it's almost out. So when I said to this lady, she's still scratching. She's been out of that trailer for 6 months now, and she's still scratching. So what are we got to do now? Yeah, she's got to stop scratching. But I said, are you eating peanuts? She said, yes. You eating dairy? She said, no. Are you eating wheat? Lots. Are you eating oats? Yes. Are you having sugar? Oh, I try not to. So I said, eliminate these, and because there's a mold factor there, she had to go onto an antifungal diet. So what's the antifungal diet? Well, at first, in my book, I've got stage 1 and stage 2 antifungal diet. So stage 1, the only fruit is Granny Smith apple and avocados are fine. Granny Smith apple and grapefruit. So they're the only 2 fruits. She said, that's all? I said, oh, if you want to stop scratching. I said, show me your tongue. Whoo-wee. Looked like white carpet. I said, yeah, it's time. Now, she'd been scratching for months. She was out of the trailer. But all that fungus that she'd been breathing in, that now had to get out of her body. She didn't realise that these things were feeding her. Now that we understand the why, the how becomes so much clearer. We're not just throwing random ingredients at the problem. Each step in this system is designed to directly address one of those key issues we just talked about. This isn't a single miracle potion. It's a strategic 3-part system that works in harmony. We'll start with the most urgent need, repairing the leaky roof. Then we'll reinforce the structure, and finally we'll protect our beautiful work from future damage. Let's begin with step 1. Step 1, the Daily Barrier Repair Balm. Your 3-minute morning ritual. Think about that weakened skin barrier we talked about, that cracked mortar between your bricks. If your roof is leaking, you don't start by painting the walls. You fix the leak first. That's exactly what this first step is all about. It's your daily, non-negotiable, 3-minute ritual designed to patch those cracks, seal in moisture, and create a healthy foundation. Everything else builds on this, and it uses 3 powerful, simple ingredients. First, we have organic, unrefined coconut oil. Now, this isn't just any moisturizer. Coconut oil is rich in something called lauric acid. Lauric acid is a medium-chain fatty acid that is remarkably similar to the natural oils your skin used to produce in abundance. It doesn't just sit on top of your skin feeling greasy. It's able to penetrate and actually help rebuild that compromised lipid barrier. It's like bringing in the exact right kind of mortar to fix those cracks. It's the first and most important building block. Next, we add pure food-grade aloe vera gel. I'm not talking about the bright green sticky gel from the drugstore that's full of alcohol and additives. You want the pure, clear gel from inside the leaf, or a 99% pure bottled version. Why? Because aloe is a profound hydrator. It contains mucopolysaccharides, a fancy word for molecules that can hold on to 100 times their weight in water. While the coconut oil is repairing the barrier, the aloe is flooding the skin with deep lasting hydration, but it also does something else. It provides a very gentle, natural firming effect. It helps plump up those surface cells, immediately making fine lines look less noticeable. And finally, we add just 1 single drop of vitamin E oil. You can get this from a bottle or simply puncture a vitamin E capsule. Think of vitamin E as your personal team of bodyguards. Remember those free radicals, the Pac-Men causing all that damage? Vitamin E is a potent antioxidant. It neutralizes those free radicals on contact, protecting the new healthy cells you're trying to build and safeguarding your existing collagen from further breakdown. It's the shield. Here's how you make it. It's so simple. You'll need 2 tablespoons of unrefined coconut oil, softened but not melted, 1 teaspoon of pure aloe vera gel, 1 drop of vitamin E oil. Put it all in a small bowl and whip it together with a fork or a small whisk until it becomes light, creamy and airy. Store it in a little jar on your bathroom counter. Now, for the application, this part is crucial. Do not apply this to dry skin. Right after you wash your face or pat your skin with a damp cloth, while your skin is still slightly damp, take a small dab of this balm, gently massage it into your skin on your face, your neck, your décolletage, your arms, wherever you need it. Massage for about a minute. That surface moisture acts like a conduit, pulling these beautiful oils deep into the skin where they're needed, instead of letting them just sit on the surface. It makes all the difference. This is your new daily habit, just like brushing your teeth. Step 2, the Deep Structure Collagen Stimulator, your twice-weekly treatment. Once you've been using the Barrier Repair Balm for a week or so, you've sealed the leaks, your skin's foundation is stronger and better hydrated. Now, it's time to send in the construction crew to reinforce the sagging scaffolding. This is the Deep Structure Collagen Stimulator. You'll use this as a treatment 2-3 times a week. It's a bit more potent, and it's designed to penetrate deeply and actually encourage your skin to start producing more of its own support structure again. This is where we move from repair to active rejuvenation. The undeniable star of this blend is cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, castor oil, that's so thick and sticky? And you're right, it island. That's precisely why we don't use it alone and why we have to use it wisely. Its thickness is a sign of its potency. Castor oil contains a unique and powerful compound called ricinoleic acid. This particular fatty acid is a marvel because it has an incredible ability to penetrate deeper into the skin's layers than most other oils. Its job isn't just to moisturize, it's to communicate. It stimulates the fibroblasts. Those are the dormant little factory cells in your dermis whose job it is to produce collagen and elastin. It's like a foreman knocking on their door after a long hiatus, handing them a blueprint and telling them it's time to clock back in and get to work. Because it's so thick and potent, we must mix it with a carrier oil to make it spreadable and comfortable. We'll use more of our wonderful coconut oil here. Not only does it make the application easier, but it continues its work from step one, ensuring the barrier is supported even as we work deeper. Then we add a very special luxurious ingredient, homemade flaxseed gel. Now, making this might sound a bit fancy, but I promise you it's one of the simplest, most rewarding things you can do for your skin. You make it by soaking a tablespoon of ground flax seeds, also called linseed, in a cup of water for about 30 minutes over low heat, or just letting it sit in hot water until it forms a thick, slippery, gelatinous goo. You then strain it through a fine sieve or cheesecloth. This gel is nothing short of incredible. It's packed with omega-3 fatty acids and lignans, which are phenomenal for soothing inflammation, providing an instant, intense plumping effect and creating a gorgeous, silky texture for our mask. As this mask sits on your skin, the flaxseed gel works on the surface, instantly smoothing out wrinkles and lines through intense hydration, while the castor oil works at stimulating magic deep in the architectural layer below. It's a perfect partnership. The recipe is straightforward. 1 tablespoon of cold-pressed castor oil, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, half a teaspoon of your freshly made flaxseed gel. It's best to make a small batch every week or two and keep it in the fridge. Mix them together, apply a thicker layer than your daily balm to your problem areas, your laugh lines, crow's feet, neck and chest. Just relax for 15 to 20 minutes and let it do its work. You'll feel it tightening slightly. Then rinse it off with lukewarm water and pat your skin dry. Follow up with your daily barrier balm to lock everything in. You'll notice after just one treatment that incredible suppleness from the flaxseed. Within a few weeks you'll start to feel a new density and firmness thanks to the castor oil. Step 3, the antioxidant lock-in shield, the weekly finishing touch. We've repaired the foundation with our daily balm. We've stimulated the deep structure with our weekly treatment. Now we need to protect. This final step is our weekly reset button, our antioxidant lock-in shield. Its job is to defend all the beautiful progress we've made from those free radicals. We talked about the environmental toxins, the pollution, the UV damage, and to give our skin a refining, brightening, and calming boost. Think of this as the finishing coat of sealant on a beautiful piece of furniture. It protects the work and brings out the glow. The key ingredient here is a strong, freshly brewed green tea infusion. Take an organic green tea bag and steep it in a cup of just boiled water for a good 5 to 7 minutes. You want it strong. Then let it cool completely. You can even pop it in the refrigerator for a bit. Green tea is absolutely loaded with a powerful antioxidant called EGCG. Science has shown that EGCG is a superstar. It helps actually slow down the enzymes in our body that are responsible for breaking down our precious collagen. It's not just a passive protector, it's an active defender, putting a protective force field over your skin to keep your hard-earned progress safe. We mix this powerful tea with a tiny bit of raw, organic, unpasteurized honey. Please try to find the good stuff local if you can. Honey isn't just sweet, it's a skincare powerhouse. It's a natural humectant, meaning it draws moisture from the air into your skin like a magnet. It also has gentle, natural antibacterial properties which can help keep everything in balance, and it offers a subtle, gentle tightening effect that leaves skin feeling incredibly smooth and looking bright. It gives a lovely, healthy glow without any glitter or shine. Here's how to make your weekly shield. This is the easiest one yet. Simply take a quarter-sized amount of your daily barrier balm, see how this whole system connects and nothing goes to waste. and put it in your palm. Add half a teaspoon of your cooled green tea and a 1/4 teaspoon of your raw honey. Use your finger to mix it all together right there in your palm. It might get a little messy, but that's okay. Apply it as a thin, soothing mask all over your face and neck. Just relax for 15 to 20 minutes. This is a wonderful time to just close your eyes and breathe. You might feel a slight refreshing tingle from the green tea. That's just its antioxidant power waking up your skin. Then gently rinse it off with cool water and pat your skin dry. You won't need to apply another moisturizer after. This treatment is the perfect way to end your week. It's calming, protecting, and refining your skin's tone and texture. It locks in all the benefits of the other 2 steps and ensures your skin is resilient, fortified, and radiantly ready for the week ahead. It's your weekly gift to yourself, what to expect, and the ritual schedule. Now, I want to be perfectly honest with you. This is not an overnight magic trick. This is a gradual process of rebuilding and reminding your skin how to be healthy again. But if you are consistent, you will feel and see changes. Here's a realistic timeline of what you can expect. In the first few days, you will feel an immediate difference. Your skin will drink up the deep hydration, feeling noticeably softer and more supple to the touch almost right away. By the end of week 2, that's when you'll likely start to see changes. You should notice a visible firming effect and a softening of those finer lines. This is the cumulative effect of your daily barrier repair working its magic. Into weeks 2 and 3, that's when the deeper work begins. This is when you'll start to feel a new density and resilience when you touch your skin. It will feel less fragile, more substantial. That's the castor oil stimulation beginning to take hold. By week 4 and beyond, that's when the truly transformative results appear. You'll see a significant improvement in your overall skin texture and tone. You'll have a healthier glow, a reduction in that dullness, and even those deeper wrinkles will begin to look softer and less defined. This is the beautiful combination of long-term protection and active collagen remodeling in action. This is why your ritual schedule is so important. Consistency is everything. Your barrier repair balm is your foundation, applied every single morning to damp skin just like you brush your teeth. 2 or 3 times a week. Your collagen stimulator treatment is your reinforcement. Pick days that work for you, like Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and let it work for 15-20 minutes. Your antioxidant shield is your reset. Maybe every Sunday, give yourself that 20-minute gift of protection and glow. You are layering hydration, stimulating repair, and providing protection. Each step builds on the last. Stick with this simple schedule, and you will be faithfully guiding your skin back to health, one day at a time. So remember, your skin has an incredible memory for health. By giving it these simple natural tools, you are not just covering up a problem, you are actively participating in its renewal. This journey back to healthier, more resilient skin is one of patience and consistency, but it is absolutely within your reach. If you're ready to take control of your skin's health, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps us out. And most importantly, share this with a friend who needs to see it. Let's help each other age gracefully, naturally, and with confidence. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay healthy.